We begin our hike today at the Waterfront Botanical Gardens. Before we hit the trail, we put on sunscreen. We also were sure to have our comfortable shoes on and pack lots of water to drink while out on the trail. The greeter at the entrance handed us a map to show what areas of the gardens were open. There were so many flowers planted at the gardens, flowers that were red and green, yellows. There were lots of purple flowers, which is my favorite, and there were lots of bees and butterflies around taking the pollen from plant to plant. My favorite spot at the gardens was a water fountain. Here's a little clip that you can listen to what it sounds like. Here's a really nice statue at the gardens of a little girl chasing a butterfly. One of the flowers you'll see a lot of at the gardens right now are the black-eyed Susans. If you want to learn the names of some flowers, this is a great place because most of them are labeled, and they also labeled the trees. This one, for example, is a star magnolia. And here's a picture of another one of the fountains that are on the premises. My favorite spot is in the back where they've built sort of a waterfall feature that you weave in and out of along the trail. At the bottom there's a gate and it tells you what hours the gate is open. That gate leads to the Louisville Loop. So now we're on our section of the Louisville Loop that we'll be exploring today, the Beargrass Creek Path. And now that we're back in familiar territory, we're going to see some of the same flowers we've been seeing along other parts of the Louisville Loop. So we've got these yellow flowers that we've seen at the Pond Creek Path, and the purple ones that we've also seen at Turkey Run Park, if you remember these from our previous videos. This section of the path is right along Beargrass Creek, as you can see in these pictures. As you're walking along, you will go under roads and highways. The path is mostly flat along this section. There are signs also that say not to swim in the water or eat fish or try to walk in the water before, after, during rain events, as it can be kind of dangerous. The section of the loop comes out to some homes and a marina area on the Ohio River. We went off the path a little bit just to get you a better view of what that marina area looks like. But the path is right along the homes up on the top of the hill, so it's very close to this spot. You can get to see all this from the Louisville Loop. It was such a beautiful day, I had to get a picture of my assistants that were with me. Then it was time to head back to the loop and start putting down our kindness rocks that we painted. We painted rocks to go along with our story about kindness rocks that we read last week. I even put our hashtags on the back of the rocks in case someone finds them. That way they can look up our video and maybe see who put these rocks along their path. We have a little fishy, a bear. My assistants were very excited to help me place these rocks that they painted along the trail. So I have lots of pictures of them sitting rocks in various places. If you decide to go on this hike, you might still see some of the rocks there that we placed, and you can take those with you and put them somewhere else, or if they bring you joy, you can keep them, whatever you feel compelled to do. This definitely gave our hike a little more purpose, so we might do more of these in the future. Some of our images were a little more abstract, but some of our images had more of a familiar face about them. These next couple rocks are particularly my favorite because they represent two things that I love, Churchill Park and swimming. In this next clip, you can hear some different sounds in this hike because we are close to the highway. I was fortunate to have some old turtle shells at home that was able to paint and repurpose to make into a kindness shell. So we have one that says go your own pace and another one with a heart on it, and we decided to leave those right at the base of the trail that goes from the Botanical Gardens to the Louisville Loop. And this was basically the end of our hike. We went back through the Botanical Gardens to get to our car in the parking lot, but we were finished with our exploration here, so I left my last rock, which is one that says finished, at the base of the trail as well. So we were walking up back to our vehicle. So to finalize our video, here's some sounds of the waterfall you'll hear as you're walking up. As always, thanks for joining me on our exploration of the Louisville Loop.